Alright, hey, peeperoonies, KP here, back with a new video, yay. Before I get into it though, you might be able to tell, I am getting over an illness, and it has delayed things, but I'm not gonna let it delay it any longer. So today I'll be talking about Artfight. I am so hyped for Artfight, literally one of my favorite events all year long. I look forward to it, and I have the most fun. A brief description of the event is that it is an art gifting and trading game that runs all through July. It has teams and points and OCs. I love OCs. My OCs, your OCs, all OCs. Now, I'm not going to go over how to start participating in Artfight, really. If you're new, I suggest looking up videos that really go in depth about how to set up everything, but I just want to get into what I'm doing for prep this year. And maybe that might point you in the direction of how you want to prep this year. Or prep the next year. It's up to you. The first step that I took for prepping this year's season was to make a plan. I knew I wanted to switch out some characters and add a few more, and also get some new refs for some of my characters. There were a few other things I needed to do, but I had a pretty good idea where to start. Looking at my Artfight account, yes, I have a lot of work to do here. Okay, so the plan. Pick the characters that will stay and which ones I will archive, and then see who needs a reference and who could just use one, and see which one of them needs a new or updated chibi. Because I like to have a hyperlink of the characters on my bio so that it's more easy to access the characters without having to click into each profile, and then plan out what characters I want to add. And then, of course, which of them need a ref, or I could just get away with using some pre-existing art. The last step is I need to edit the bios and fix any links that may have been broken, or I just didn't have a toy house before now. All my characters have a toy house now, they just don't have art on them yet. Not all of them. Now, I have something to come clean about. I did start prep back in February. Ooh, I'm cheating on you guys, honestly. I'm a big fat liar. I started back in February. Though it was a pretty slow start as I was in the trenches of commissions. So that meant that a few of my characters did get new refs and chibis before. And I've been slowly adding to that. I even added 2 new characters within that time period. I will go over them in all the other characters in an info to my Artfight characters later this month. I'm going to post a couple videos about that. On that note, though, I originally was trying to keep my character count below 50. That is counting special characters, but I'm thinking I'm going to bump it up to 55 or maybe even 60, not counting special characters. So Sona's, Toy House OCs, and Make Me an OC. Those are all 3 special characters, so We'll see after I add the new ones that I want to add. I just have so many characters and I just want to add them, but you only have a limit of 100 character slots, and I don't want to have too many up. I also made the decision to add the rest of my Sonas to my Sona and Mascots profile. I already finished the chibis in one of the reference, well actually 2 of the references now that I'm recording the audio, and then the rest are nearly done, so those will all be ready for Artfight this year, hopefully. I am sick, so I can't make any promises, apparently. Speaking of the chibis, I decided not to redo all the chibis. Work smarter, not harder. There was a couple that I did redo or fix, but for the most part, I was really just making ones for the new characters and characters that hadn't gotten one yet. As of making this script, the characters with new chibis are Clokey, Catseer, Champagne Rose, Spaghettin, Micah, Thea, Morana, Maisie, Glamsy, and Wilder. I've also sketched out a bunch of other ones that I need to do, but they aren't the main priority. My refs technically are. I also looked at my bio, and I already feel like it's pretty good, and I don't have to change my permissions, really. Also, I decided that my goal this year is going to be 50 attacks. I don't want to put too much effort this year into attacks. Like, I'm going to put the amount of effort into the attacks themselves, but I don't really want to focus on just making attacks. I want to focus on my comic. I say it all the time that that's what I want to do, but I'm not working on it. Also, membership rewards. I want to be able to work on those. And likely, I'll still have some comms, but I am closing those during Artfight and for a little bit after Artfight, so if you want to get a commission, you have to do it now. And to add on to that, I did bring back a few of my Year Character Heroes and 2 new brand new Year Character Heroes to celebrate Pride Month. Right now, only my Year Character Heroes are open, just because I am sick, so I wanted something a little bit more low effort. If any of that interests you, please go check it out on my Ko-fi or my VJin. You can also join my Ko-fi or my Patreon tiers to get access to behind-the-scene content for my larger projects, such as my comic, any pre-claims that I might be doing, and there are a couple other perks based on what tier you get. I'm definitely starting to feel the pressure, but I'm going to keep looking forward and try to get as much done as I can. So I'm adding this section on after the rest, just because I did get sick. So I was not able to get work done that I wanted to, and this video is a little delayed. But I did want to still be productive, so I did add 7 more of the 20-something characters that I had wanted to add this year. Again, I will go over them in the upcoming character videos, but I just wanted to mention some little tips for people that may be starting to prep last minute. I know I said I wasn't going to, but here's just some little tips. These aren't even just for new players. This can be for anyone who's just a little bit late to the game. Maybe you were procrastinating or you just lost track of time. It happens to everyone. First off, you don't need super in-depth bios for your characters. Just a little about their important story stuff and their personality, if they have any important family connections or relations with other characters. And also, now that we have the connection tab, this is even easier to do, so please fill that out. But you don't need a super detailed reference either. Just a nice full body picture with a somewhat easy to color pick from color palette. If you don't have that and it's shaded, please just have one with the color picking to the side. That is so helpful. You don't need like a proper reference sheet. You don't need it. I mean, yeah, it's great if you have it, but you don't need it. Also, just any other art you have of your character is so helpful too. Sketches, doodles, some pick crews, and other miscellaneous art that you might have of them. Just make sure to credit it properly. Don't worry about what some people might say, because some people are just rude. If you use a base, a pick crew, or you're using other people's art, as long as you have permission for your references, you're allowed to, so take advantage of that. Again, there are just some people that are mean. Ignore them. Please ignore them. You can go back later and add more whilst the event is happening. Again, don't feel too overwhelmed by all the prep. If you are just getting into Artfight, the event is really for fun, so even if you only have one character up and you only have one picture, that's okay. You're good. You're okay. And I think that might be all. So I'm going to get back onto that grind and hopefully get over this illness. And remember to check out my comms and my other socials linked down below. If you like the video, like the video. Comment about how your prep for Artfight is going if you're going to be participating this year. And subscribe if you aren't already, making sure to turn on push notifications so that you know the next time that I post, which should hopefully be sooner rather than later, and hopefully I will have my voice back by then. Alright, that's all. Bye-bye!